back. Part. Oh, wait. I don't have my headphones on. Shit. Part 13. Unlucky 13. See? It already happened. The bad luck's already started. Let's hope this isn't the day we die. Even though that's what it says every time we log in, that this is how we died.
Yeah.
The long play version. My wireless mouse died like a minute ago, too, so it's like, oh, everything's spooky and cursed. Uh-oh. Okay. Did we ever get that big, Oh, yeah, we did. Here it is. The big freezer you had wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost half full. Oh, it's a two-parter. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Alright, we last left off our heroes in the same place we always leave off our heroes. Our very cluttered back room of the Sears warehouse. Do we need any more fish today? We have fishing rods. We need bait for those, though, don't we?
We could do a fishing trip.
We could also, I'm sure I have some like walls and stuff to finish. I guess just leaving these up is good enough, because you can't just walk through them without hitting a button. So we could save some wood by not finishing these. The farm's looking good.
Yeah, we should be pretty good on food. Till the winter.
Young potatoes.
Even in the winter, there's probably plenty of canned food to get us through the whole winter.
For the first winter, yeah, true. Farm this big's probably only necessary once you've picked clean all the local houses, but the houses are kind of far in our case since we're in the mall.
Yeah.
So it works out pretty well. What was I doing last? Oh, car stuff probably. Let's go see where we left off. Where's my mechanic up to? Mechanics is up to 2 and change? Okay, so yeah, I was definitely doing some car stuff. A random Pinto here that I don't remember seeing before. If I recall, I think I fixed up the Chevelle. The gas tank's still in rough shape, but the hood, 90, windshield, 100, yeah. Oh, we have a bad brake. Could replace that, I guess. We have tires that are not so great. We have plenty of spare tires, though, I think. But yeah, otherwise, man, the Chevelle's looking in good shape. Awesome. And then I think I also fixed our trusty sheriff's truck. Yep, here's some of the broken bits on the floor here. Oh, yeah. Wow. So factory fresh, except for the windshield. Ah, the cat's meowing. Give me a second. I'll let the dumb thing out.
Perfect time.
I'm back. So yes, our trusty Blazer cop car. Oh yeah, apart from the fact that I guess it's almost perfect except for the engine's at 58%. So I think we have some spare engine parts down here. We do, but I don't think we can install them until we're like, I don't know, level 4 or something carpentry. Repair engine 5. Okay, so we need I said carpentry, I meant mechanics. We need to be level 5 mechanics in order to repair the engine, which I suppose is fair. You wouldn't really want to be messing around with an engine if you didn't know what you were doing. But it's going to take a long time to level up mechanics that high, so I guess we're just going to go keep pulling crap off of cars in the parking lots.
Nice.
Until we get there, right? I mean, what else can I do?
Yep.
Did I fix this Toyota back here? How's this thing? I've only seen a couple of these. Oh, I can't get around your dumb old truck. Here we go.
You forced me to accept.
I don't remember that. That doesn't sound true. We can use the Pinto for indoor racing. It's a good challenger against the bug. This truck's in great shape, so I guess we don't have to do anything to that. Alright, I'm gonna park this. Oh, I think I brought this truck in to, like, somehow move the parts truck around. Something like that. It's all starting to come back to me now. Got some bum taking a nap out front of our door. A dirt nap. All right, we have like a full-on parking lot situation going on here. What do you want, nerd? I know what you don't want. You don't want any of this smoke. Ranger jacket and stuff, but nothing really worthwhile. What's the date according to your digital watch?
August 28th.
Oh dang, we haven't even made it out of August yet. Good golly. Alright. I'm gonna go take the wrecker truck to go pick up some more victims. Oh yeah, that looks like this was my last victim over here, this sedan situation. Well, let's see if there's any more things I can pull off of that. Looks like I pulled the seats out. That's good stuff. Oh yeah, so in order to take out a tire, I need the lug wrench and the jack, which weighs 1,000,000 pounds, so we'll worry about that later. Trunk, here we go. Wait, I can't take the trunk apart? You can't take the trunk off? You can just repair it or get part info on it. Interesting. We need to take the tires off, or we can take the suspension and brakes off. Alright, yeah, well, that makes sense. But the heater, no, can't take that out. Engine, can't do that yet. We can uninstall the gas tank. Or we can break it. Either or. Oh, should I get some, that royalty-free vaporwave action going on?
Makes sense to me.
Alright. Everybody watch the stream and make sure I'm not getting eaten right now.
All I see is your desktop.
Oh, right. Oh, that's loud. Okay, great. Got a little something playing in the background now for those times where we don't know what the heck to say anymore.
There are a lot of those.
I know. Who do we got? Who do we got? We got a couple viewers. Not sure who yet. Maybe they'll chime in. Happy to have you. Welcome back. If you're a new viewer, welcome for the first time. We hope you enjoy your stay. Alright, time to go get that jack and stuff. I think keys randomly spawn on the ground after a while sometimes, because there's no way we missed that many keys and I just found all those cars later. What was I doing? Jack.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past us.
I'm sure this is just gonna absolutely kill me holding this. Oh, actually that wasn't too bad. If we weren't carrying like 1,000,000 guns with us all the time, we could probably handle it without issue. I guess we won't need the hammer on me for this part. That makes it a bit better. I don't want to put any of my guns away, so we're just going to have to deal with being slightly overloaded.
What are you doing?
I'm taking car apart. Oh yeah, value tire type standard. Leaving this thing sitting on cinder blocks. Oops, no, drop the tire first. That's silly. Okay. Yep, it's working. Taking tires off certainly doesn't do a lot, but it does help. And this poor Toyota Corolla just got absolutely stripped. It didn't deserve this, but oh, it got it. Let's take these here brakes off. And this bad rear strut. Nope, just gonna keep breaking it. Ooh, got it. Nice. Ooh, is there performance suspension on this guy's Corolla? Guy went all out.
Nice. Must be the GR Corolla.
Well, I guess. Of this vintage, though? I wonder if they did have, like, a fast Corolla back then. They probably did. Probably not in America, though. We very rarely get the cool Japanese cars over here. And when we do, it's usually, like, detuned and lame in some way, which is always a little upsetting. Man, it still can. Oh, Jesus, you scared the crap out of me. Yeah, I'm breaking the crap out of this brake trying to take it off. There we go. I got a Corolla for sale. Low miles.
Says the seat is missing.
Oh, indeed it is. Would you like to put that seat inside somewhere? You can.
Can't even get in for a test drive.
Well, that's a good thing, because it officially has no brakes now, too. I wonder if it's going to be really hard to, like, for example, well, it probably just wouldn't work at all. If you took the suspension, like, out, you probably couldn't reassemble it, and then it wouldn't go anywhere, but... where did that go? Oh, here it is. Performance suspension. Yeah, this one's in decent shape. I'm gonna put the decent shape stuff. Oh, I meant to put the decent shape stuff in the back of the wrecker truck. That was the whole point of it. Dang it. Yep. Well, first things first, we toss all this garbage out of the back of the truck onto the floor, because that's the world we live in now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. It was hot-wired because Jamie was in this server. That makes sense now. Ugh, gotta pick it up first. I can't just put it straight in the back of the truck. Okay, that's a good performance suspension. We want to keep that. Let's see what else we got here. Performance suspension. That's the bad one. We don't want that. Rear door type standard. That's perfect shape. We can take that. How is this muffler? I probably broke the crap out of it taking it off. Oh wait, that's already in there. Performance muffler. Yeah, I broke that big time. Oh no, the performance muffler type sedan or standard is perfect. Wait. Yeah. I don't know why I'm seeing two trucks here now. What is this one? Okay, that must be the back of the thing with no trunk anymore. Okay. That brake is bad. This tire is bad. That windshield is perfect. It's going back there. And we'll just have this like parts truck we could take out if somebody breaks down. Man, a lot of these parts were pretty shot. Ooh, that windshield's good. Go. I know we got at least another brake or something that's good. Yep, there's a good brake. Ooh, rear window type standard 92. Ooh, 100. Is there any good soups cooking? Oh, you're digging for worms. Cool.
Yep.
This inner 5-year-old is out right now.
Hoping we can go fish tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Not that that is much more exciting than digging for worms.
Or chopping cars in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Stealing catalytic converters. I thought there was more suspension bits than that. Where did they all go? Maybe I grabbed them all. Oh. Nope, that's the busted one. Alright, whatever. Guess not. What else we got left here? What more can we chop? Front right suspension. Nice, got that one perfectly. Alright. So now, that car is done. We can get engine pieces from it later once I'm an appropriate level, but until then, it's just taking up space. So I shall drag it into the parking lot somewhere where it shall live for 1,000 years. Oh. Is this garbage just like collecting? Is that like the wind that does that?
It might have been there the whole time.
Really? That much garbage, huh? I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna leave all the cars in that I've stripped in that big pile of garbage where you pick worms. It's gonna be a natural defense barrier for zombies and a natural reef for worms.
Actually, if you can park it on top of the spots where I've already dug, that'd be best, because I can't re-dig those spots.
Oh, I didn't put it in dirt. I put it out in the parking lot.
Oh, in the...
It's just near where
can't
you
dig in
dig.
the parking lot either, so that's perfect.
Right. It's just near where you do that shit. Why can't I? Gotta do more reversing. Not the story of hooking up every trailer ever. So I'm gonna pull this taxi apart because I hate taxis. They're an eyesore.
Damn.
I mean, these ones that aren't real cars that the game has by default, these ones need to go. They look like the GTA taxi from Vice City or something. Boy, this thing really doesn't want to drag and park. Go figure. That's why we got this built Ford Tough F-150 here. Oh! Yep, we got her. I might as well leave him hooked up, right?
Go for it.
This was in surprisingly decent shape, considering it looked like utter trash. Don't worry, we'll make it look like proper trash in a moment. Oh yeah, we're gonna get you some more light bulbs, even though we probably have enough for 100 lifetimes now.
Yeah, I still haven't used one, so.
I used one.
Okay, good. I'm glad somebody's into it.
We should get more lamps. I won't be using them all the time. Alright. Like any true mechanic, I just toss a bunch of loose light bulbs into the back of this here pickup truck. No biggie. Alright, take that battery. Ooh, the battery is good. Or wait. No, the battery is bad with a good charge. Okay. This doesn't make a ton of sense, but whatever. Ooh, this muffler's in good shape if I can actually pull it apart. Why do you have so much trouble walking around the side of this stupid car?
Why do you have so much trouble walking around the side of this stupid car?
I don't know, because Corey Milner's a zombie murdering machine, not a car walker around her. Apparently. Found this out the hard way. Gas tank used to be empty. That's okay. We can do that pretty easily. Now, I mean, this is normally a part where you'd hear me say something like, boy, you know, why do you have to break the muffler like 90 times in order to take it off? This just seems kind of silly. But no, this actually makes sense. Mufflers are always rusted to all hell, and they're very difficult to take off in one piece. So that's actually one of the few things that they've absolutely nailed from a realism standpoint, realism durability standpoint. It's been too cold to drive cool cars, and that's annoying. We got teased with a couple of really warm days, and now look at it.
Yep. Cold and wet.
Cold and wet. Yeah, all these tires are crap. They're all going on the ground.
Oh no, propane.
We're out?
Oh, that one tank.
Yeah, that's I mean, I'm hoping it's a we're out and not like a something bad blew up situation. Was that this one I pulled up? Okay. Oh yeah, that suspension's in good shape. It was also performance suspension again somehow. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a taxi, but alright.
Yeah, that probably would have made for a terrible taxi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with like super hard suspension. It could be like a performance comfort situation. Although at this era, if you had like a big body sedan, they did usually have two types of suspension. One they called heavy duty. And you probably would find that on the fleet vehicles. Not heavy duty insofar as like it's like can handle more bullshit, but just like it lasts longer, so you don't need to replace it as soon. I really want to do some racing this year in real life, whether it's just like an autocross or whatever. I don't even care. I want to go to some car shows with my shit and also go to some event type things for funsies.
Yeah, I don't think it's that hard to start racing.
No, I don't think it is either.
Autocross is doable.
Yeah, particularly autocross. That's easy. Just gotta get like a helmet and stuff, and you're good to go. Yeah, it varies by association, track, and stuff, but yeah, I think they do them at MetLife.
Oh yeah.
Oh, speaking of MetLife, what are your thoughts on AA Ron Rodgers?
I think you are the 800 millionth person to ask me that.
Well, I was definitely the first when the rumors first came out.
I know, I'm just so tired of answering it. And I can tell you that I already feel like he's probably more trouble than he's worth.
Yeah.
It's fucking annoying. He's an annoying person. If he wins a Super Bowl, that'll be good. But
yeah,
I feel like he's
failing that, waste of time in picks. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. Also, it seems like he's bringing over a bunch of old fuckers who have no business playing football anymore with him, like Randall Cobb. Come on, man.
I don't know. I usually don't pay attention to football until they start playing.
Right.
I'm just gonna keep doing that.
It's just fair. I'm just bored. People on the internet seem pretty stoked, though, which, you know, doesn't mean anything, but usually people on the internet are more negative about everything, so there's that. Oh man, I've almost filled this pickup truck with good parts off of 2 cars. I guess that makes sense, 2 like complete cars worth of parts in the back of a pickup truck. Damaged and misshapen trunks have less storage capacity. Yeah, that makes sense, but I mean, a little bit, I guess. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I am curious to see how Saquon Barkley contract negotiations go. They've not really been happening, which is kind of upsetting. I mean, I know it doesn't make sense to spend a ton of money on a running back, but I like him.
Yep. Yeah, I try not to pay attention too much to like money things and for my sports teams. It's just like it's dollar amounts that don't even seem real.
Right.
You know, like I just like go, okay, well, hopefully everybody's happy.
Right. Well, it's like, no, I can't do it for 13 million. I need 17 million. And you're like, all right. I mean, I guess if the team agrees. I mean, it's just so much different in a salary cap world, too, because if you had no salary cap like so many other sports, you could just go bonkers and spend as much as you wanted on everybody.
Yeah.
Probably a good thing. I think it's a good thing that the salary cap exists anyway. It can be annoying to work around, but...
Yeah, no, I wish more sports had, like all sports had salary
right.
caps. Baseball.
You'd have way less people playing like Moneyball. Or needing to, just to be competitive. It's a good window. No, it's not a good window. It's a crap window.
Ready to go fishing?
Is there any food for me to eat?
Yeah.
Oh, I see soup up there. Yeah, I'm walking up now. Did we decide the green truck is the fishing truck now? Because, you know, it looks very, like, outdoorsy,
With
you
the
know.
lights.
Yeah. Very REI sports type situation.
It's got the fishing stuff in it already.
It does. Perfect. All right, cool. Let me just go grab that soup.
There's a bowl of soup and a bowl of soup. Wow.
A
Soup and stew on the table. for both.
regular soup and a chunky soup. Got it.
Exactly.
Oh god, you scared the crap out of me. Your silhouette did.
Like I always do.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I left some planks there. I was gonna build a discreet bedroom for myself so I can make out with that pile of fireman clothes. Not being embarrassed. Let's see. I'll do this quarter stew because I'm not super hungry. Soup in the backpack. Just a little bit of saran wrap on top will be fine.
Stew in the pocket.
Yeah, just pour it into one of those like side pockets, side pouches.
Mm-hmm. Back pocket. So as soon as
Yeah.
you sit down, you would ruin the upholstery in this truck.
Oh, which is almost certainly cloth too. And it definitely will have that like kindergarten carpet / coach bus design in it. You know, like little swirls, multicolored triangles and shit.
Yeah.
Like 80s Nissans did.
Yeah, like a city bus.
Yeah, exactly. Do we have bait and stuff? I mean, we could always spearfish, worst case. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, come on, you. This thing was in, like, perfect shape. You better not be not starting. How's your foot, by the way?
Oh, I'm healthy.
Cool.
Ever since you took the splint off, I'm good.
Drinking soup, driving a truck. That's how we do in Kentucky. Am I going the right way? Up here and then left, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh, it's a nice caddy over there. Uh-oh. Oof. We might need to do a culling of the herd at some point, you know, do a little open season for like an hour.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Culling of the ammo supply. Did you do that?
Fish-
What is
fishing
happening?
today, hunting tomorrow.
Oh, someone's
What?
alarm is going off. You hear the car alarm beeping?
No.
Oh, well, there's a car alarm beeping.
Okay.
Trying to go fishing. Go away.
Right.
At least we're in the perfect car for some speedy off-roading. Is it here?
Yeah. Just keep going west. Eventually, we'll hit the river. We might
Dang.
kill a lot of zombies when we.
Yeah. It was pretty quiet by the river last time, though. Oh, man. Foggy fishing in the river with our back to the woods. Sounds sick.
Yeah. Why does it have to be so foggy?
Well, we have our system, but we won't have as much, like, warning.
What's the system? Oh.
Opposite sides of the river.
Yeah.
I don't want blood on this.
Oh no, it's too late. Did you get blood on it?
But there was already some on the back. That's okay. I just don't want any more on the front. Tried to draw him out with my reverse siren. Can you imagine being in a car with somebody who always floored it whenever they put it in reverse?
That'd be terrible.
That'd be so bad. Should I just like cut a right at some point and go through the wood
No,
line?
eventually we get to a bridge.
Okay.
That's where we fished last time.
Right, right.
That's probably better than walking in the woods. Yeah, around.
Here we go. Yep, this looks familiar. Well, sorry, ma'am. I genuinely didn't see you there. Oh, crap, I left the light on. I'm sure like 40 mega bright halogens won't drain the battery in the time it takes us to kill these zombies. Got it. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't, they're
First
not.
thing I want to do is set up the nets.
Oh yeah, you do that while I do a quick perimeter sweep.
Well, I was hoping you would walk down the river with me a little bit, because I think you got a space model.
Nope. Here we go. Oh no. Windows noises. It is a bit foggy. I'm surprised you noticed. Just a tad extra humid today. And we all know fog is the best condition to be surrounded by zombies that are known for sneaking up on you. We're here in late August. About to do some fishing. Trying to get our meat supplies up for the winter. We have a lot of veggies. Gonna be honest, good weather for letting a zombie lick you. You know, you keep saying it. It never sounds more appealing. I mean, the trouble is, they're very toothy, right? I mean, if you find me a zombie with no teeth, we can talk. That must happen, right? Like, what about all the ones that come out of the ground and stuff? They won't have any teeth, right?
Or like old people zombies.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, there's that guy's wallet that I threw on the floor after he snuck up on me.
The ultimate disrespect.
Right? Ooh, what is that? Tentacle action. I'm not going to read that. I hovered over it. I know what it is now, but... I like your Baron. Nice stuff there, bud. I hope it comes in handy in all of your other Twitch channels that you watch. What am I here? Police officer. Oh, yeah. Officer Milner.
Alright, cool.
And then we just fish on the other side of the bridge?
Yeah.
Because this is downstream, so all the stuff that we don't catch, you know, should be getting stuck in these nets.
I don't know if that really matters, but I do know that, like, the game breaks the water up into, like, different fishing zones.
Right, and then the availability goes down. Right. Yeah, but for my headcanon, I mean, the water's going that way, so this also makes sense.
Yeah. Unfortunately, those traps only really catch bait fish.
Well, we'll have bait to fish with.
We'll have a ton of bait, because that's a ton of traps.
Yeah, that's a whole bunch.
We should grab poles, too.
I was wondering. I thought maybe you were doing some more scouting.
Nope. Forgot what equipment is required.
Should we chum the waters with zombie guts?
Ew.
So how many fishing lines do I need? Like 1 or 2? I'll just grab 2 for now. Oh, I hear something. He's behind us. Buzz off, nerd! Although I like the color of your shirt. It's very similar to my truck. Alright.
So...
I have 2 fishing lines and 1
I don't know
fishing
if you know
rod.
how to restring them.
Oh, we need a magazine for that?
Maybe? I don't remember. But I'm just gonna grab 3 poles.
Alright, well, I'm gonna grab the 1 for now and we'll see what happens. Where's the bait?
Oh, right.
Oh, that's
you
in
can
here
grab
too.
the worms or the tackle. I don't know which is better.
I'll try the tackle, you try the worms. We'll see what happens. Do I need like 1 for each time I catch something, or do you think I just need a couple?
I would grab them all. Well, no, the tackle lasts longer.
Attaches
You
to
don't
fishing
need
rod before. Yeah, I'll just take 2. 2 of each. Okay, great. Now, right click this thing, equip it in both hands, possibly. Okay. Put in container corpse. Attach to my back. Drop place item. Do I just need to like attach to fishing rod before use?
I think you just have to have it in your main inventory and walk over to the river, right click on.
I'll go to the other side here.
I'm actually gonna eat some soup.
Fishing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Do I have to like click it? No, okay, it just says it's there. Okay, great. Fishing abundance is actually quite bad here. Let me try fishing over here. Even if you're only catching bait fish, you might catch a really high quality one. It's always worth it to catch a master. That's a good point. Oh, I guess we're still in the same chunk, but whatever. I can still sort of see behind you. It's a new tradition to pin one of Meltdown's messages.
Right here, zombie.
Do you now? Oh, yep, he's behind you under the trees. You see him?
I got him.
Okay. I could light him up if you want, just duck. Oh, I caught socks.
Yeah, you'll catch boots and shoes too.
Oh. And apparently you can't toss them out until you're done fishing. Can I dry them out and wear them though? Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
They're not even wet, actually.
they're probably perfect condition.
They are.
If you ever needed socks.
Not a bad place to get them. What are my socks at? Do I even have socks anymore? Oh, I do. Oh, they're alright. They're just a little dirty.
Where does it show you fishing abundance?
It's the big green bar that's
Oh,
really
on the
big.
bottom.
Yeah,
I just can't really read it.
yeah. Well, yeah, because it's got like white text on a neon green background. It's not exactly good UI.
10.5 or 105%? I don't know. It's either really good or really bad.
Oh man, so the place I work for now is always like really ambiguous about like what I'm like what I need to do in certain situations. So like I'm going to this big trade show. It's a pretty big one. They're like, you're gonna do a speech this time. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, yeah, so come up with a speech. And I'm like, oh man. So I'm like, all right, well, any more like you wanna help narrow it down? Like what are we talking about here? Ooh, medium crappie.
Yeah, I caught a sunfish.
Ooh, nice. So, you know, we talk with some people, nail down some topics, whatever. Okay, great. You know, making a PowerPoint and stuff and all this. And then at some point it dawns on me, I'm like, wait a minute, who the hell am I doing this speech to? I'm going to be in a foreign country for it. And, like, is this a thing where people are signing up to hear me talk, like a lot of trade show type stuff is? Or is this a thing where, like, I'm just going to be on a soapbox, like, randomly shouting out into the abyss and see who stops by? Because it makes a really big difference, right? Like, if somebody actually, like, signed up for this, I want to do, you know, the absolute best I can and know as much about the situation as I can and all that. Now, it turns out I'm going to be soapbox just yelling at anybody walking by, and it's just going to be complete randos. You have no idea who I am or what we are, any of that stuff. And I'm like, oh, word, okay, cool. So that doesn't really even matter if I do a good job or not. These are going to be complete friggin' strangers who, like, are going to have no idea what's going on anyway.
Sorry, everybody. I just had something stuck.
Yeah, it's something stuck in his throat. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
I got something stuck in my throat right now, too.
That's not quite what it sounds like for you.
Oh, fuck yeah. Small bass.
Nice.
They say the small bass are really friggin' mean. The largemouth ones, not so much.
I have done almost zero fishing in my lifetime.
Done a little bit. It's really much more about, like, I don't know, in my case it was like going out with my uncle and, like, you know, I was a little kid just before the you know, days of me owning like a video games and shit. So like I didn't have anything better to do, and it was like, oh, this is fun. We're outside. I caught a sunny, which are spiky little slimy bastards.
Yep.
My
I
problem,
did know that.
my problem with fishing in general is that you have to touch gross stuff unless you use tackle, which is why obviously I prefer tackle. And then once you catch a thing, you have to touch another gross thing in order to let it go. And I'm just not really into either of those parts. But the sitting there on the water part, that's fine.
Yep.
Having a beer and a little boat, I'm all about that kind of stuff. I like how you can have a separate catch bag. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go toss some fishies in the trunk. I'm getting heavy. I'm also gonna find out if I can do it on the opposite side. I have 2, but they're large enough to make me overweight now.
Okay. I want to compare our catches at the end of this.
Oh yeah, mine's the medium crappie and the small bass. Have you caught anything like that yet?
A medium sunfish, a small bass, a small pike, and a small sunfish.
Oh damn. Well, you definitely have more than me. My small bass is 26 centimeters, so if that helps differentiate them later. Looks like the live bait is working better.
Oh, and I caught a little bait fish, and I'm using that for bait, too.
Oh, man. You just friggin' gamed the system.
But I think it's the worms that are catching stuff.
I'd like to move more up the river, but I'm worried because the trees are right there. I heard you catch something there. What was that?
That was a small bass.
Wow. Yeah, live bait's working a lot better. I'm gonna move down till we get better fishing abundance. And rip a dart.
Or you could try my side. Mine's at 94%.
Really? It was like 55 on this side. Yeah, it's 57 up here too. Let's see what's going on up here.
Oh shit,
Oh,
I'm out of worms.
56 there.
I need tackle. I guess that's the problem with worms.
Yeah, makes sense. So you should get a better return on investment.
But yeah, I think live bait's the way to go.
It says 57 on this side too. Are you sure? Right where you were, it says 57.
I'll double check, but I thought it said 94 for me.
You got a bunch in the woods here I'm trying to draw out. Wow, I missed and almost got bit. I like the long axe a lot better.
We got them. You can use them.
I know, but they're way heavier. And, you know, when we go out for combat time, yeah, of course this is what I'm going to have on me, but... for fishing, shouldn't need it. I gotta save that weight for big old bass. Yeah, it's 56 down here. I wonder what it's like right near these nets.
This says 63.
This is 56 all the way down here. 56 way the heck down here by the second row of traps.
I'm seeing 63 up here.
Ah, here we go. 100 down here by the fourth row of traps. And actually, both sides are way more clear of trees. So we won't have as many issues as like what you're dealing with right now.
Okay.
Damn, what'd you put in that soup? It's giving me the double pluses right now. Hell yeah.
I think, from what I have heard, I think it's the fish.
They're good for you?
I think the fish is like a really good way to gain weight.
Oh, they're fatty. I feel like that's
Like
not true, though.
Not like the fish you find when the game begins, but like specifically the fish you catch.
Right. Oh, I got a small crappie. Man, I'm getting a lot of crappies.
It looks like you're moonwalking.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, 95%.
Yeah, same for me right now. So we're in the same cube. Well, square, I guess. It wouldn't really be a cube, would it?
Who knows? Maybe it's a hexagon.
Oh, yeah, we don't know how their chunks are loaded. I would assume they're squares, though.
Could even be trapezoids. Who knows?
Ooh, wouldn't that be
I wouldn't
interesting?
Put it past them.
Interlocking trapezoids.
Yep.
Ooh, small catfish.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a pretty good haul. It's gonna be a lot of fillets-o fish pretty soon.
Yeah, we're putting fish in all of our rat stews from now on.
Hell yeah. I'm glad in this game I'm not allergic to that shit. 54 out of 75 for my fishing level. What's yours at? Oh, you're almost there.
63.
Come on, Corey, catch a big one.
Oh, my rod broke.
Oh, damn. You're gonna have to go see a doctor about that for sure. Yeah! Oh, socks. Mother. The condition of my rod's perfect. Did it just break? Do you fix a rod
The
with
line.
line? Oh,
The
okay,
line
okay,
broke.
okay. And can you fix it without a magazine, or do you not know yet?
I don't have any line on.
I would toss you a spool, but I literally can't.
I haven't caught anything since I've been using the tackle.
Yeah, I've mastered the tackle while you were being spoiled with worms.
Yep.
Alright, hold on. I'm putting these in my backpack, seeing as how now that's something I know you can do with the menu thingy. And these are pretty good socks, but I'm tossing them. Alright, go. My character's like so sweaty for some reason. Is it hot out? Oh, it's only 77.
Because you're moonwalking constantly.
I'm not. I promise you.
Look, you totally are.
Yeah.
What are you filming?
I mean,
Moonwalking.
I know what you think you see, but that's
You're
conspiracy
probably scaring
stuff.
the fish away too. That's why I can't catch anything.
You know, it's probably something to do with
oh,
the. Yeah, you see?
medium crappie.
Ah, I keep getting small crappies.
And I leveled up.
You. But. Oh, I am actually getting more experience because I'm at 61.5 now, even though I haven't caught anything since I last looked and read out that number, which was 54, I want to say. Yeah. Oh, socks. But I got experience for socks. Okay. That's fine then.
I'm just the superior fisherman, I think.
So far, yeah, I guess that's true. But I'm the superior zombie killer so far.
Oh yeah, by hundreds. Almost 1,700.
Almost 1,700 more? Oh, you're at almost 1,700. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm at 2256. So yeah, 500 more. The spaz has been quite helpful, but a lot of it's axe work too, man. I get to chopping. You level up. What's my favorite weapon? Does it tell me? Is there like an
No idea.
M16 actually? Wow, I haven't used an M16 in forever. I guess I did a lot of work early on with that.
Mine's the hand axe.
So I guess you're the true chopper.
I'm surprised it's not a gun. I guess I've used a bunch of different ones.
We got shoes and socks. Whoa, my cup floweth over. They're both
Got
in good
big
shape.
fast.
Big bet. Ah, this is BS, is what it is.
71 centimeters.
Oh, my crap broke. 71. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a fishing rod without line, and it won't let me do anything about it, even though I have the line on me.
Right, I think you need a magazine or something stupid.
We have to find another library.
You can make rods too somehow, and I don't think we can do that.
Well, I'll just use this really crappy condition rod then. Right? Seeing as how I can't, like, restring it anyway, so...
Oh, if you pull up the crafting menu,
Oh. Alright, hold on.
yeah, that should do it, right? Fix fishing rod with fishing line. Oh, you need a nail or a paper clip.
I don't think we have either in the trunk, so turn them back around again. Hey, we have a use for paper clips now.
For the first time ever.
Yeah. It's neat. I'm determined to catch a large something. I don't care what it is. I'm tired of only catching tiny bits of BS.
You mean socks?
I mean, the shoes and socks are fine. But these little turd fish that are too small to be, like, good meals and too big to be bait. That's all I ever catch. Do they still make, like, Bass Pro video games like they did back in the day?
I don't know if it's Bass Pro, but they definitely make fishing simulators.
Word. Because I remember I had a Dreamcast back in the day. I was one of those kids. And there was a Dreamcast, like, fishing rod that, like, apparently people love. I obviously didn't buy it because that wasn't my style of game.
That's funny.
Also, all those peripherals were mad expensive. You're just, like, in middle school or whatever. There we go. Fuck you, I'm catching something. I don't care.
I just caught my first pair of shoes.
Hell yeah. No, you are the cobbler. Isn't it funny that, like, a cobbler is both, like, a delicious dessert and a person who, like, fixes and makes shoes?
I guess so. I don't know. Never thought about it.
I haven't either until just now.
Oh, sorry. It stuck in my throat again. It's so strange how that keeps happening.
It is, isn't it? It's probably like the worms. Maybe some kind of like bacteria the worms have or something.
Worms? Really?
The bait.
You had to go to worms?
I had to. It's the only difference between the stuff that we've handled. Catch something, you worthless goon. Your character needs a smoke. You should stop fishing immediately.
Hungry too. And moist.
Yeah, see? Oh, we're getting wet from catching fish and stuff and, like, getting water on us. That makes sense.
I think it's sweat too.
A bit. But we can't tell.
I get sweaty just digging for worms.
Well, that's digging. That's like pretty serious manual labor. Especially because you're on all fours with a trowel, I bet, instead of a proper shovel.
Yeah, I guess so.
Digging like long perpendicular lines for some reason. Or parallel lines.
Yep, only in one direction. Sets of 3. It's the best way to find worms.
Yeah, alright, fair enough, man. You seem to find a lot of them, so we might argue with that. I need to make a new drink soon, but we are out exposed big time. Don't want to do that just yet.
I don't know. I don't have a lighter. Do you?
Yeah. It's only got a little left though. You should come drive the truck up here. Oh, but then you still have to walk a mad long way because you're on the other side. Yeah, alright. Never mind. Truck's where it should be. Oh, what the?
There's...
My shit broke and it got my lure stuck too. Which I presume means like a really big boy got it. Even if... Oh, I read that as though it was a new comment, but it's not. It's just that the pin went away. So I lost it completely, right? Like it ripped out of my hands? Yeah, that would appear to be the case. Alright, we got enough fish for now? You want to still keep going?
I'm good.
To keep going or to leave?
Oh, to go home.
Okay.
I think we have a lot of fish, and it's getting dark.
Yep, alright, sounds good.
Just give me a minute. It takes me a while to unload these fish. They're so big.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't have any more to unload since the first time, so, you know. Oh yeah, I do. I have a crappie and a catfish. Yeah, take that. I've provided a lot of crappie. An unfortunate name for a poor fish. Just in case S hits the F, I'm putting my shotgun back on my back.
Oh, nice. Lighter in the glove box. Alright, this is getting embarrassing.
We're good. I just flooded it a little bit. Yeah, they're definitely doing like pursuit angles to get in my way.
Splat. Careful about trees, too.
Oh yeah, those little ones that are getting bigger.
Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna have to hop out and kill a lot more pretty soon. This one?
Yep. I guess. I don't... I'm not sure. It'll be fine.
Oh man. Thought I could make that.
Almost made it home.
Oh, it was right there too.
We should definitely try to thin these crabs out tomorrow.
Right? Look at them, there's so many. One big event and we're overwhelmed. Alright. Need some help carrying all the fish.
That's a lot of fish.
Did you grab the big bass?
I got it.
Okay. I got the others. Man, our characters would smell so bad. Alright, let's see these things slapped out. I'm gonna slap them out on the floor over here. Okay. Place the fish. This is the big sunfish. That would be crazy. Here are some medium crappies. They are friggin' enormous. Maybe my crappies are good. And that's... Oh, there was supposed to be a catfish somewhere too, probably. Even might have got that. What the fuck? Look at that thing. Holy crap. Call it like a whale.
This is the catfish.
Hell yeah. Yeah, look at that monster. I noodled for that.
And then a pike, too.
That's pretty good size.
Not this one coming up.
Yeah, I saw the outline of it before you placed it.
And then we slice them up.
Yeah. You
Throw 'em
sliced
in
them
the freezer.
fishies. Where the hell... Why am I still overweight? Not like in the heaviness sense, but in like the overburdened sense. What am I carrying that I shouldn't be? One extra bowl of soup. Who cares about that? Oh, the fishing rod without line. Don't need to be carrying that. We'll put this back in the truck. Oh right, and I can make I can get my refill of my beverage. I can put my character in the sleep when you're done ripping fish to bits. If I'm not back before then, you
Might
can
be
make
a
our
while.
characters sleep. And the battery in the laser on my pistol is really good. It's been on for like a month and a half.
Best battery in the whole game.
Right? Alright, be right back.
Bird. Okay, I have chopped all the fish. 26 fillets. Various sizes. Going in the freezer.
Oops. Okay, I'm back.
Nice.
Oh, we did not sleep, I see.
Oh,
That's fine. I'm gonna wash myself.
I just realized that that's what you meant.
I never know if I should wash clothing or body first, because they could both dirty each other. We've had this conversation like 12 episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
Take them off,
I never...
wash them, wash yourself, put them back
like a real human?
on. Yeah.
That'll take forever.
Or you could just not think about it.
Wait, what happens if you take all the clothes off? Is there like... Are they actually nude? I don't think I've ever done it before.
I don't think you can take your underwear.
Oh, I think they have like a default white like underwear skin all the time.
Yeah, and never nude.
Right. It should be a pair of denim jeans, denim cutoffs, yeah. I'm sure there's some weirdos out there who are like, no, I want the full naked mod.
There's probably a mod for it.
I'm sure there is, yeah. Man, I remember one time years ago, I installed one of these mods for The Sims where I had some people over and they were like, we had read about this mod where they'll bang like and you can see everything happening. So we installed this mod,
Oh, jeez.
and yeah, it's every bit as graphic and crazy as you think, right? But turns out there's like a million other mods that people made on top of it to make them do even weirder and more insane things. And like they don't do anything with kids or anything like that. It's nothing like illegal or whatever, right? But
Good.
they what's really funny about it is they'll randomly do it. Like, you know, if like two people are hitting it off at like the library, like you'll be doing something like important, like you'll forgotten the mod's even installed, and like they'll be doing like some crazy like analingus in like the bathroom at the library. And you're like, what in tarnation are you guys doing down there? And you hey there. All right. Stunned silent. Oh, did I finally finish washing? Jeez, it takes forever. Nope, I didn't. Jamie, you alive there?
Yeah, I always manage to come in at the worst times, and on top of it all, my headset wasn't working, so I couldn't even tell you I was here. So
Gotcha. I forgot your headset was kind of on the fritz. I thought I had truly appalled you this one time, somehow.
Oh yeah, that's what did it.
Right? That'd be a
This
weird
story
straw
is
to
what
break the
did it.
camel's back, yeah.
Yeah. You've said some things.
Is it possible to get like a shower installed in this place somehow that you can wash in, or does that would have to be a mod? Can you really? Do we have to just give ourselves horse baths forever? We can bring a bathtub somewhere, right?
I don't think showering is a thing.
That is ridiculous.
You could get a washing machine for the clothes.
That is ridiculous, Cage. All right, we napping and then murdering in the morning.
Sure. Oh, I
Yeah,
made pie. It's on the table.
Oh, and if you decide to join Misanthropic, be aware, we're going loud, and we're about to kill like a good 400 or 500 of these bastards tomorrow morning. So you can stay inside if you don't want to get in on it, or you can hang around, but it will get dicey.
Oh.
It always does.
Yeah, I
And
might stay inside if I join.
in this server, you will always respawn at the northern tip of Kentucky no matter what. So it would make sense to not die because it would take a big effort to get you back here. I guess it's not that far, but at least we always know where it is.
Yep.
Oh my.
You can come around and like stay on the periffs, see it happen from afar, but if you get in the mix with it, sometimes they do surround you.
I just
Sorry,
learned how
I don't
to
want
like.
to be too late. Gotta make food before we start killing.
Oh right. I only warn you because you're not big into the combat elements yet, so it's
Yeah, I
not too bad.
literally just figured out that you could remove curtains from one house and put them in another one.
Yeah, that's a good move too, by the way.
Yeah, I was really excited about that.
Did you remove them with the pickup icon, you mean, or did you, or remove them like right-click them and like remove curtains? Because doesn't it does it turn them into a sheet, or does it actually put that set of curtains back on the window, the new window?
I right-clicked and it turned it into a sheet.
Ah, okay. There's a way to do it. It's a little clunkier. That will actually move the curtains themselves so they look nice on the other side.
Oh.
It involves this funny pickup tool here, which is super clunky, and I kind of hate it, but it does work. I mean, that's how we built this base, basically. Anyway, where are you? You joining?
Oh, okay, hang on.
I don't have a I don't have a camera for you, but you know, we'll just you'll let us know if you're dying.
Yeah, let me
I would
quit
hope
out
so.
of mine and
Alright, it's 9 a.m. Alright, it's time to just polish up my guns and make sure I'm ready for the culling.
oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me make sure I'm spawning into the base first.
My poor Spaz is halfway damaged. What's hurt about it? Let's take a look. Because I forgot we can... Oh, I can fold the stock. What does that do?
Weight reduction?
Maybe. But no, I like it out. Oh, but if I can just do that before and after... I don't know. We'll see. Deal with that later. Oh, component info. There it is. Jeez. Receiver and fore-end are kind of shot. Now, do we have shotgun receiver and shotgun fore-end parts in that shelf over there?
Shotgun receiver.
Ooh.
Oh, let's see that.
Okay, well then I can just use I can save some gun cleaning kit by using the other part here. You saw a receiver, you said?
Yeah. Second to last shelf.
Aha, got it. Wonderful. Move this from my back. Oh, unload.
Okay.
I'm going M14 today.
Ooh, good call. I love that gun. Oh, I need a Spaz 12 shotgun receiver. Alright, well, I can at least repair this with the gun cleaning kit. What's your health now, buddy? Ooh, pretty good. Okay, good. Now, what was the other piece? Oh, the shotgun barrel. How is this doing? That's pretty solid. We'll wait a little bit on that. What was the other part? Shotgun receiver, and what happened to whatever the other piece is? Is it just the receiver in the barrel? Okay. What? How is it in even worse condition than it was when I started the repair? It doesn't make any sense.
I think I'm gonna start going to a different gunsmith from now on.
Condition is 50. Fore end is still busted. Okay, so it's just it's pinned to whatever the lowest component is. So we have to get to the fore end. Yeah, remove the shotgun fore end. Repair shotgun fore. Oh, I'm out of gun cleaning kit again. Oh my god, Okay, that's not a zombie. Jesus. Oh, my heart hurts. Because I'm all like in menus and stuff. I'm not in my gun's in pieces, literally. Oh my god. No, 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 repair that. I'm not talking to you, sorry. I'm yelling at myself. I have
I'll
to.
repair whatever I want.
You repair whatever you like, yes.
But you have to sing about it.
Okay.
That's okay. We'll pass then.
Alright, we're no longer allowed to repair anything you want. That's fair. It's a choice. How's she looking now? Alright. 75%. Which is 25% better. Wonderful. Man, this is good music for like doing the Matrix loading up scene too.
I am bored.
Check out some magazines or go through the pile of videos. Maybe you haven't seen some of them yet.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen like any of them.
No, I guess we're bored too.
Super bored.
We could do a movie that we haven't seen from the box.
Movie from the box.
The box. Alright, make sure all these are loaded up.
First, I want to see if I've... How can I tell if I've seen something or not?
You can't. It just won't
Oh,
help your
that's
boredom.
awful.
Yeah, that's why we have the pile system.
I know I saw Paris in the Rain, that's all I know.
Wait, have I finished reading this yet? Oh no, I'm not. I need 3 more experience before I can read it. Oh my god. Alright, fine. Just drop this right here. Don't move that book that I just flopped out of my butt, please. Bowl of soup, stale, wonderful. Just chug the rest of it, who cares? Okay, I do not have enough ammo to go out on the killing spree. What do we have for shotgun? Oh, lots. Good, good, good. Cause, oh, we gonna do some blasting today. Where's our 9 milli? Oh, okay, we got a crap load of that. Excellent. All right, 3 of us, completely silent, right on.
Concentrating.
We are getting ready for the big showdown, it's fair. I'm smoking a ciggy by the propane tanks.
There's a bowl of soup on the table.
I was just chugging soup to save weight, but you're right, I should have more. Ooh, that's stew.
Stew, that's what I said.
Liar. Oh, I did have the big hammer on, or axe on me the whole time. Oops. Oops, my goops.
Liar.
I'm ready.
Alright, I'm
I'm just gonna chug a soda.
gonna put
I
this,
don't know why, but I feel like that'll help.
I'm gonna put a soda downstairs, and this empty bowl on the table. Ooh, and this wrench. Well, I'll put that downstairs as well. Okay. Yeah, alright, I'm ready to rock, dude. This is the point where I would, like, save the game and be like, get ready for chaos. Let loose the hogs of war. Oh yeah, this towel. No, that's not a towel. Where did the frickin' towel go?
Is there a sink down here?
Yeah, around the corner there's the bathrooms.
I'm gonna get water real quick.
I had a pistol in my hand? What am I doing? I guess I did. Yeah, we are heavily armed right now. Do we want to take a vehicle with us, or should we just go on foot?
I think we could probably just do it on foot.
Okay.
Ooh. I would say take a vehicle just in case you needed to make a quick getaway.
Well, we're trying to go procedurally, I think, so that we're clearing the things closest to our place first, right?
That would make sense.
Oh, also, look, there's this truck here that we probably put here. Let's drive this. Nope, nope. Maybe not. Who knows how it got there? The zombie drove it there. Oh, man. Some intense royalty-free vaporwave to kill. Zombies 2/chill relax 2.
Hang on one sec. I'm trying to make myself lighter.
Yeah, see, I would have noticed this key before. Now we have a Chevalier Dart, which I believe would be this guy here probably, right? Yep. What do we got? Ooh. Ooh, almost a full tank of gas. Baseball bat in the back seat. Okay, my car's ready to rock if we need it. Man, look at all the blood stains on the asphalt from us doing this so many times. There's some. Oh, there's some duffel bags behind this Crown Vic. Kinda neat.
I think we should have more west.
Yeah, I just wanted to get this one guy that I saw.
He's trying to steal your car battery.
Yeah, it's not allowed. That might be the, I did. That might be the dead one I pulled out of the bug. In my defense, I was zoomed way out. Whiffing with an axe, like in real life, really sucks too if you're like chopping wood. It's like so much wasted momentum, and then you gotta pick it back up again, dig it out of the dirt or whatever.
Yeah, sounds dangerous.
Wait, I mean, I've never like come close to hitting my feet or anything, but
Start shooting people.
I was just gonna axe it up for a moment until like there were like a lot. Ooh, look at that beautiful fire truck thing. What happened to our actual fire truck? Is that still down there?
Yep, we still got it.
Alright, cool. That thing is sick.
Well, if you clear it out, I can hotwire that fire truck for you.
Yeah, we're working on it. There's also some keys on the ground here. Who knows? They might be the fire truck keys. One of the things that I don't like... Is that your watch? It's not mine. Anyway, is that... Ooh... I know what keys these are. That's cool. It's this Cadillac here. Yep. Wonderful. Watch out. Kill secured. I'm just gonna pop the key in this so we just have another car ready to rock, unlocked. It's got a bit of gas. It'll get us out in a pinch. Oh, now, you know what? Now we can use some guns. There's a bunch of them.
Oh no. I didn't like that.
Oh, they're gonna sound really loud to you because you're indoors.
Oh.
Reload. Oh yeah, they are closing in from all sides now.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Back down. Yeah, I'm gonna come to you. That way we can hit him from the same side.
Right, you the shotgun, right?
Yep. Oh, it friggin' jammed? Yeah, of course. Watch our left, too.
Reload. I'm jammed.
Aha! Welcome to my world! Well, we'll never know who killed that one. We'll just say, you know, that's like an execution style. Oh man. Now I know what it's like when I use the M14 all the time.
I'm not bored anymore.
Really? I thought your character didn't get unboard from that.
I'm not bored anymore.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what did it, but...
Yeah. Good on you. Glad your character has found peace.
Also found zombies.
Just gonna eat a quick bag of chips while you're doing this. Stand down! They didn't listen to repeated requests for them to stand down. How's it sound from inside? Can you still hear us like it's like a war's going on outside?
Yes, yes, I very much can.
So it's supposed to sound basically exactly like those events that trigger zombie waves, and well, I mean that is exactly what it's doing.
Yeah.
Or the zombie waves are designed to. Those zombie events are designed to sound like real people outside the base shooting. I think is what I'm trying to say. We are jammed. Of course we are.
Ooh, me too.
Oh shit! I'm out of shotgun shells. Oh boy. Up north. Watch out behind. Okay, you're already there. Yep.
Backing up.
Ooh. Shotgun on that cop. He might have some ammo. Well, we've gotten pretty ruthlessly efficient at gunplay against zombies, huh?
Yep.
It's a sight to see, isn't it?
Like, we basically just took out 80 of them. At least I took out 80 of them just then.
Oh, I didn't do the math. I should have looked first. But yeah, probably about the same. Maybe a little less. Who knows? Did say we were going to take out a few hundred. We're just trying to clear the way to our, like, in and out of this place, right? Ideally.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is that where we are? You know this better than I keep getting lost. Oh yeah, the star replex. I've driven by this thing before. No, man, I am just... I should have brought more boxes. I just thought I was already kind of overdoing it. Oh, to our north. I personally love the M14. I think it's one of the best guns in the game.
It is pretty efficient.
And the 30-round mag helps an awful lot. Ooh, that guy's got a spear in him or something. Kill secured. How's the inside of the base?
Empty.
All right, that's good. These 87 utility. Probably this thing. Yeah.
Wait, I'm confused. I need to put more bullets in magazines.
Damn it!
Thought I was helping.
Yeah, you are. State of the badass art.
Hey, what you got there?
Utility truck. And jack and stuff in the back. Probably be good for chopping and moving cars around and whatnot. And then I also figured if we need to do attract a crowd, I could go backwards in it for half a second. At least smoke the cigarette in peace. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna do some backing up and then they're all gonna come looking for love. Why are they not turning around? That ought to do her. Oh yeah. Where am I green? There we go. Oh, you better not have jammed, you nerd. Yeah. John Wick's back. Yeah, looks like they make it over that fence like with no issues whatsoever, huh?
Yeah, this one's really short.
It's like a decoration fence.
Yep.
Come on, man! Oh, I was out of ammo.
Yeah,
Some
Oh, boy.
sloppy work. On my behalf. Oh,
I'm all out of 308.
yeah. That kept happening to me over and over and over again. I remember those days. But now that I've gone with the two most abundant types of ammo, 9mm and shotgun, it's way less frequent.
I have all super rare ammo because I also have the 44 Magnum and 38 special rounds.
Well, someone's got to use it, I guess, huh?
Right?
Someone wants to have that pain in the ass job of managing all those different types. I have almost gone through 8 boxes of, no, actually 10 boxes of 9mm. Which is, you know, I'm not even mad, I'm impressed.
Damn.
Pull up with the shotgun. Call that shit the stop button. Uh-oh. There's a lot behind us.
Oh yeah. How'd they get there?
That I don't know. But I don't approve of it. Not one bit.
Oh, gotta open a box.
Oh, me too.
Oh, and reload. I always forget that part.
If the box is open, what the heck? Should just be in the gun now.
Why is that music playing?
What music?
It just.
Oh, it just does that sometimes if you have the in-game music on. It'll just play sometimes when you get, like, break the tension, supposedly. Oh, kitty, kitty, do not step on my keyboard right now. I am so friggin' for real. Get out of the I can't see anything. The cat's in the way. Get out of the fucking way. Get out of the fucking way. Alright, got it.
Goddamn. Open another box.
She just stopped right in front. She knows that I don't like it when she steps on the keyboard. She's pretty good about avoiding that. But she'll take like a while to be like, okay, where should I put my paw that's not going to step on keyboard? And during that time, she's just right in front of the screen. And most of the time, I'll just pause it and it's no big deal. But this was not a good time for that. It's okay. I love you still. Don't pout at me.
I think maybe you should save it just in case.
Save what?
I don't know. Can you save the game?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's a proper rogue type.
So if garbage runs across your keyboard and
I would try to Alt F4 as fast as possible. And with any luck, that should just cut the game out, basically pausing it there while I sort my shit out. And it might kick everybody, well, will kick everybody, but at least I won't die, and then we'll all join in minutes later.
oh man, that's scary.
But that hasn't really happened yet with this game so much, or maybe when it does, I'm always like inside, and it hasn't really been an issue. Shit, dude, I think this stew, like, or the fish might actually make me, like, fat. I've gained, like, 3 pounds in a day.
That's awesome.
And it's still going up.
I have finally fixed your whatever issue, your crazy
My,
metabolism.
my tapeworm, yeah.
Your tapeworm?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were overweight.
That's the playthrough with you.
Yeah,
different
but-
server.
Oh,
This character's been living off of cabbage and jelly beans for months. This one's lean fighting machine, Corey Milner. I took some extra perks in that other server that we're in, and I needed to take some more negatives, so I made her very big in that other server. But it's the same name, it's the same template for the character, it's just a different set of perks. What is happening right now? Oh, what?
Bunch of zombies. Oh wow, from all over. And be careful because it's hard to see.
Yeah.
Run to a streetlight and fight them there.
Mm-hmm.
Because holy crap, it's hard to see.
come home.
Oh god, more coming from the west too. Oh, we're
Oh,
close.
get out!
Why won't it reload? Oh my god, don't tell me the spaz broke, dude.
Oh, that'd
No,
be a
it
bummer.
didn't. Am I just not opening shotgun boxes? What is happening? Open! What was that? I don't know what happened with that, but that's really annoying. You gotta be kidding me with the jamming! Oh, I didn't have a chambered round. Oh, I'm sorry. Because my character's too dumb to rack the stupid thing. Why else would you have a shotgun on you? I just don't get it. Alright, we seem alright.
Yeah. We could probably head back though. I think that's kind of the direction we were going.
Oh yeah, it's the Starryplex, right. Okay, we've done a big loop. I guess we'll just leave that truck wherever it was.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Did we turn it off?
Nobody's gonna steal it. It's a good neighborhood.
Wonder where it went. Oh yeah, what's this here? Oh, nothing. Well, the western exit's pretty well cleared up for now.
Mm-hmm.
They'll migrate around, but our next fishing trip will get in and out easier.
Yeah, I say mission accomplished.
Yeah, absolutely. And not even in, like, you know, the fake George Bush way, yeah. Where are you? I don't want to hit you. You're in between those
by the
vans? Okay.
vans.
Hop in.
Nice ride.
I know, right? You can have this one if you want.
I mean, I don't want to drive.
I know, but like, you know,
You've
just to
given me
say it's
cars,
yours.
I don't want to drive it. Although that older one's here.
It's among the best, right? Actually, this is my service car spot. I'm gonna put it.
Yeah, for a zombie type situation.
Gonna put it here. Well, this big box truck's pretty good for long-term survival stuff. Either way, it's here. Keys in it.
Oh, the box truck that I grabbed?
Yeah, I mean, if it's in good shape and it doesn't have a bazillion miles in it, it would be pretty good. It's high off the ground. You could run over quite a few zombies in it. I mean, it's rear-wheel drive, so you could get stuck in bad weather, but you could live in the back of it. If you like tunnel in between the cab and the back, you could like,
Yeah.
you know, sort of build it to be kind of an apocalypse survivor. And if you put like big bars in the front, you could probably push cars out of the way, you know, because that's apparently always a problem. I just think it would be a decent all-arounder if it was in decent shape. Like a new one that you had, you know, or a relatively new one.
Spiffy.
Because I see a lot of those things around, like, you know, the cities and stuff that are really beat and horrible, and I wouldn't want one of those. They look like they're on their last legs all the time. Wow, I went through 7 boxes of 9mm and 7 boxes of shotgun shells. And a bowl of soup, a bowl of stew, and 3 bags of chips. Oh no, wait, there's still some soup. Stew, rather. Oh, and I guess there's a couple of failed attempts at opening boxes in here as well. Okay, so I guess I went through 4 boxes of shotgun shells and 6 boxes of 9mm.
How do you
It is
fail?
really annoying that, like, when you're walking, you can move the box from your backpack to your main inventory, but then you have to stop to actually open the box.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that gets me all the time.
And so you think you've opened a box, and then you go to like start jamming bullets into your mag, and they're not there, and you're like, what is going on? And you could try scrolling through your main inventory, but that's always filled with junk because it's all your clothes and stuff. And like, it's just infuriating. Oh, am I unloading rounds right now? See, that's also annoying with the shotguns. That it's like backwards on the wheel. But whatever. Okay, we're good here. So what's your character learning how to do, Misanthropic? You don't get any free rent. You better be learning a friggin' skill.
Or pay rent. I mean.
Or, I mean, yeah, or you can pay rent, which I guess would be food.
Yep.
How about wire cars?
Yeah, but we already have like 30 cars and there's 3 of us. We're good on that now. The market's really soft on that. Now, we need some meat, or what else is good? What else is good? Farming stuff, traps.
Yep.
Any type
None
of
of us
decent.
is really good at foraging yet.
Oh yeah, someone's got to figure out how to forage.
It's kind of sketchy to do by yourself, though.
Well, we can go in a crew though, yeah.
I gotta step outside real quick. I'll be right back.
You got it. Credit card. You got it.
Ugh. So weird when you do stuff like that.
That commercial? For the
Yeah,
talk
the
boy?
voices.
Let's see here. Let's see, how many did I kill? Oh, I'm up to 2530, so I killed at least 200. Or maybe slightly under 200. Not too shabby. I don't remember how many rounds are in each box, but I'm sure I could calculate my accuracy if I did know that number. This is all stuff I could calculate in editing if I ever decided I wanted to edit like a non-stop 90 plus hours of Project Zomboid footage. Man, this is one of the all-time lowest, like, viewer counts we've had in a long, long time. And you know what? I don't blame them. But what's interesting to me is that our...
What is it, 0?
a 3. The
Ooh.
we never seem to get less than, like, 2 or 3. Which is good. We have, like, you know, 2 really solid bands. But what's interesting to me is that like our VODs or these, you know, the video on demands of these where we just like dump the streams onto YouTube, because that's apparently things people do, and some people's VODs get like hundreds of thousands of views, right? Which obviously we're not shooting for that. You know, we're shooting for like ideally anything 3 digits is great. But what's interesting to me is we'll get like 10 to 12 people watching the VODs, and we'll get way less people watching the streams. Which is just so counterintuitive to me. Like, if you wanted to watch somebody stream, like, why wouldn't you watch them stream instead of watching a recording of them stream? But whatever. I don't argue with it.
Inconvenient time, or you didn't know?
I guess, but...
Get out of here with your logic.
No, I mean... I just don't know who's watching these videos at all. But they're there, and we thank you for it. Boy, we got a lot of bowls.
Hungry person, but not starving, so I'm gonna go try and read something.
And there's also snacks and stuff lying around too.
Yeah, well, I'm also a fat person, so I'm not worried about it.
Gotcha. A bunch of random keys in my car keys in my inventory. I wonder what they go to. We'll never find out. Oopsies. Everything's knocking over here.
Wait, what?
What's going on? I guess I'm back to chopping cars while we wait for Axel's return. Let me bring some snacks. Gravy mix is not a snack.
What?
Nothing. I thought I heard something making a big noise, but I guess I don't. It's probably not monsters coming to get me.
In your house or in the game?
In the house. But like oh, I think it might just be... Oh, it is. The heat kicked on. Okay, so it's the radiators making noises.
Oh, or monsters coming to get you.
Must be cold outside.
No, it's just the monsters. The real zombie apocalypse, didn't you know?
That'd be a bummer.
What was that noise?
I opened the door. What's in the back of this? Why is this here? Is this here because there's something important in it?
What?
This Pinto.
Is that my Pinto?
Like the black one?
Yeah.
Damn
The one
it.
that looks like the gremlin?
Doesn't start for shit. Okay, here we go. I'm just moving it. I'm not doing anything crazy.
Started fine when I ran.
No. It eventually started. I was just moving it a bit so it didn't get smacked into.
Mm-hmm. Don't you go messing with my Pinto.
I just moved it! Alright, where's my... Alright, I'll deal with that later. Okay. Getting all discombobulated, but I figured out the order of operations. Finish messing with this taxi, drag it to the junk pile, then use the chop truck to move the red truck into, I guess, this place. What else we got on this thing? Missing.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey! If you're just tuning in, ooh, I leveled up my mechanic skill. How about them apples? Not them apples. Anyway, I'm running a little bit of a chop shop right now in a attempt to level up my mechanic to the point where I can service the vehicles we actually care about. Ooh, look at that. Now that's a good front door type standard right there. You don't make them like that anymore. 100 out of 100. And, you know, I guess we paint it really well, too, every time we put it on a vehicle, because it never has the problem of being the wrong color, which is quite convenient. We are running... What is the name of that guy's used car mods? Like Shaky's used car mods or something like that? Do you remember the name of it?
Is it Filibuster Rhymes?
Filibuster Rhymes. Thank you. Yes, it is. We're using Filibuster Rhymes used car lot mod thing, which gives us a bunch of real-life cars, like this F-150 here. Suburban right behind me.
Big shout out to Filibuster. He
Yeah.
makes like 1 million car mods for this game.
And yeah, that guy is pretty incredible, if you ask me. Like, the amount of work that went into all these cars is just nothing short of incredible. He must have had some kind of workflow where he was able to crank out that many cars. And they're all period correct, which is why I like this mod so much. One of the things that used to bug me back in the day, as a PC gamer who played a lot of GTA and liked the modding a lot, was that you could get a lot of car mods for, say, a Vice City. But there'd be a lot of like, oh, Lamborghini Murcielago or whatever was the newest one at the time. And you're like, well, this is 1984 or something. That doesn't make any sense. And people are just like, nope, don't care. I want to use the cool thing. And you're like, ugh, all right. Well, so that's what a lot of the modding community was making.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, you'd find a pack that was just like, period correct car pack. And you'd be like, yes, this guy gets it. And it was so satisfying. I remember I assembled one of my own for San Andreas way back in the day. And I remember playing through the story to test it, and one of the cars was definitely broken, and I had a really hard time narrowing down which one it was. Because sometimes the cinematics would get buggy when they used cars because they would like pull them along for the story in a way that would sometimes make them glitch out and make the game crash. I don't know. Long story short, it was not fully playable, so I never like released it anywhere. But it was good for just messing around, and I liked it a lot. I tried to be as like intuitive as possible. Like the thing that looked like a mix-up of a Firebird and a Camaro, like okay, that's a Camaro now. That kind of stuff. These two good trunk lids? No, one's a bad trunk lid. Whatever. Still getting that mechanics up? Yeah, great. Okay, what do we got left? Trunk, can't uninstall a trunk. Already took the lid off. The seats, of course. How could I forget the seats? Don't need any of this. This is a decent one, so we'll put this one over by those trunk lids. Ah, yes. Getting organized to royalty-free vaporwave. This is a bad part, so this can go back with the bad parts. Okay, great. Anything left on this? One last check before we drag it to the grave. Glove box, radio, trunk. Nothing. It's got a good engine, but once we're leveled up enough to take engines apart, we'll just go to the graveyard and rip all the engines apart. Simple as that. There's all kinds of plants and stuff growing in your worm farm.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Think that'll help get more worms? Or can you never get more worms from the same spot again?
I can't dig the same furrow twice. So I can't even try.
Dang. So you could theoretically run out of worms. You dug at every green patch in the entire map. Alright, what's my next victim? I mean, important automotive project. Let's take another one of these turd balls apart. I don't like the way these things look. They're eyesores. They're not even modeled after real cars. I mean, it's another one of the vanilla ones. I don't like them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Harsh.
I know. That's just how I feel. Sit in the pile of car guts. My latest victim. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. Oh wow, this is a real nice one. Not anymore. A car key is required? Oh. 1 sec. Oh, let's see which window's the worst, and I'll smash that one. front left window. Later. Big dumb window. Alright. Oh yeah, the first thing you should do before stripping a car is you check the glove box for anything good, like see these cigs? We're gonna take those. We'll take the alcohol wipes, and now we know to take the paper clips, right? We don't care about the rest of this crap. Duct tape, tire pump, I don't care about any of that. Alright, great. Alright, car. You're done. You're done. In the name of survival. That's for good stuff that doesn't fit in the truck anymore. I could fill like every pickup truck with spare parts, but no. We'll just start a pile of good stuff and then we'll have a pile of bad stuff. That's the logical way to do this.
Makes sense to me.
Oh man, this mechanic's boost is wearing off, I think. And it's gonna take like 1,000 years to get to level 4. Which means...
I don't know if it wears off, but it does go away. But I think it's like, it just ends.
That's a nice door. Oops. Was, I suppose. Good God, this really is gonna take forever. 70 out of 750? I'm gonna have to chop like 100 cars to get to level 5. There's gotta be a better way. Billy Mays here. Something like that. The car chopper 5000. Oh, I should have let go of the door first. I'm gonna die.
That would be an embarrassing way to go.
Carrying 2 doors.
Yep.
Breaking your spine. Yeah, that would be a very embarrassing way to go, honestly.
Oh yeah, crushed himself to death, carrying too many doors.
Yeah, somehow he took 1 door off a car while carrying another door. And that killed him. Yeah, strangest thing I've seen so far in Kentucky. Gotta go back inside and get the jack and the, whatchamacallit, I forgot. Sure I can fit these here light bulbs into the trunk though. On my way out. Or way up. Cause we got ass loads of light bulbs. Mm-hmm. You heard me right.
It's a lot of light bulbs.
Yeah, I was 75 kilos before you started putting fish in things, and now I am 78. But I have balanced out at least. So hopefully that's good. I forgot why I'm here. Yes, Jack and Thingy. Here we go. Great. Oh, I need water. Got any fun meals going on up there? Pies and whatnot? No? Okay. What was in that pie, by the way? Was it like a rat pie?
No, it was like berries and fruit.
Oh, that's
Stuff
cool.
like that.
Hell yeah.
Canned fruit cocktail.
Ooh. I should not eat a bouillon cube, right?
No. Melted ice cream or
Oh yeah, we
bowl
got
of
ice
oatmeal.
cream.
Bowl of beans.
You're a bowl of beans.
Chips. Candy.
I'm eating the ice cream.
Granola bar.
I figured it out already.
We have a lot of options. That's what I'm getting at. Just don't eat anything that looks like it might be an ingredient in
Yeah.
something better.
I do try to avoid that. In both in real life and in, you know, this game. Alright, time to ruin your ability to turn and roll. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, there's a performance tire on this bad boy? Imagine that. Performance tire type standard. Oh, I forgot which wheel I'm at. Wish I could like rotate this whole menu. Or maybe I could just park the cars in disorientation next time.
That'll do it.
Oh yeah. Tearing apart this car. Fairly efficiently, but still the mechanic skill is taking 100 years to... Oh right, I went upstairs for water. And then I didn't do it. Yep. It's all coming back to me now. It's like real life when I walk into rooms and forget why I'm there. Isn't there some kind of like weird way to hook up a rain barrel on top of a sink to make it like work?
Mm-hmm. I
We
don't
sh-
know how though.
I don't either. Smell you later. It's noon and I got cars to rip to... Oh, please don't break anything. Okay, we're good. Did I do that? Well, that seemed like ghosts. But we'll go ahead and pretend that didn't happen. Pretty sure that's ghosts.
What did you do?
I walked out front, and I closed the door, and it closed, and I walked away, and it opened again. And I thought one of you guys was behind me. But there was no one there. Woo! Ergo ghosts.
How long until I can eat normal food?
Until when that icon goes away. Or really
What's
when
your
it...
weight?
93?
So I think 85 is normal.
Ugh.
85 to 75.
Yeah, 85 is 1 pound off of being overweight.
Dang.
Don't worry, you'll start starving soon enough if you get that same tapeworm problem that my character has.
I just try to go a while without eating. I let it get real red.
That also
But
helps.
It also impacts how much I can carry.
Yeah, sure does.
So if I want to go do anything, I have to eat.
Right, but also if your main loadout requires you to eat, your main loadout has too much stuff in it. Which is kind of like my situation too, but it's generally not a great idea.
I mean, it requires me to not have like dark red.
Do you need a salad?
Do you
Yeah,
need a
eventually.
salad? Made of cabbage.
Yeah. Cabbage, radishes.
Yeah, sure.
Cabbage and it's a Russian salad. Cabbage and radishes. And what's the company called that makes the Russian dressing? It has that too. Classic Russian recipe from Hidden Valley.
Hidden Valley is Russian?
No.
I was gonna say, I'm very confused by this statement.
I haven't had Russian dressing in a while. You know, it's good on a chicken cutlet sandwich with Munster. And then you got yourself a clucking Russian. Delicious sandwich.
I was just gonna say that. Collect in Russian.
Mm-hmm.
I have not had one of those in a very long time.
I haven't either, and now I am absolutely craving one, but another time, I suppose.
Like right before you go away when I am back in the state?
Possibly. We'll see how I'm doing with my stupid diets and stuff.
You look like you just shot a salad. Thank you.
Yep.
He did. That's what he do.
Sometimes.
Ah, is that what the cooking skill is? You learn how to just like,
Poop them out.
yeah?
Eat the ingredients, poop them out. Full meal. I was watching this guy play. Oh crap! It's not My Summer Car, but it's a similar one like that, where you just drive off in the desert forever, and you can pick up like random cars and restore them along the way, like buses and things like that. Oh, I can't remember the name of the game. And he installed like a whole ton of mods, and one of them happened to be like, in addition to needing to eat and sleep, you also had to piss and shit. And I don't know why he did it. I wasn't tuned into the first few episodes when that was all discussed and whatever. I don't know if it was like user selected or what. He didn't focus on it or anything like that, and he didn't make it a thing, but there were a couple of times where he was just like, what is going on? He's like hitting a button over and over again, then all of a sudden like a turd would fly out and like hit the front windshield, because the game is janky as hell on top of it all.
Yeah.
Had me going based on how incredibly dumb it was. It also had a bunch of cats added in, so he was trying to like fill this bus with cats and run like a little cat motel kind of situation. Can't remember the dude's name, or else I could shout him out, but oh well. He gets more views per minute than we've got combined lifetime, so
Yeah, he probably doesn't need the shout out.
exactly.
He's just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, he's totally watching this too, intently.
Yep.
Damn, there was a lot of gas in this thing.
In what thing?
This car that I stripped. I was trying to take its gas tank off, but there's like so much friggin' gas in it. Good lord, come on.
Why? Why on the floor?
Filled this up, I guess. So we'll go ahead and put some in this El Camino.
Oh, wait. Water. I forgot about that. I need to drink some water.
I don't know how this sedan has a bigger gas tank than the Ford F-150, but here we are. Boy, this thing hates starting, but it will.
I'm bored again?
Yep, welcome to the apocalypse. Once you get
But I
good at
haven't-
killing things, it's boring.
The thing is, I haven't like stopped. So I'm like, how is this thing bored?
Not doing anything that it finds interesting. Alright, time to find another victim. I mean, restoration project.
Well, it helps if I turn it on before I hit pro. Oh my god. I'm like, why isn't it playing?
Here we go, found it. You're coming with me, mister. Hopefully that didn't attract everything for 900 miles. Let's go, yeah. Going to the chop shop, where we specialize in chopping taxis.
I'm glad you're doing something.
What are you doing? Reading a book?
Yep.
Well, it's something. It's not exciting,
No.
but it's something. Drive through the pile of crap.
It's just a huge pile of car parts. You just drag a new car in there.
Yeah, that's how I keep all my crap in the same spot. You are all astonished by my genius, I know it. Step 1, take all the gas out. 2, Disconnect the battery. 3. Empty
No.
the glove box.
Make it stop.
You're so good at this, there's a song now.
That was awful. Usually they're so good. That one was so bad.
I don't sing for you guys. I'll tell you that. I sing for the 4 viewers out there, the
I was about to
diehards.
say, you sing all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Not for you guys.
So are the viewers in your living room?
There's a couple. Isn't that right, garbage? Let's see what way we got back in. Too much. Okay. Put this gas can in this random truck that's also here for no good reason.
Might I remind you
What?
that you sang the night that I like fed garbage lots and lots and lots of kielbasa and made her want to be an indoor cat.
I told you the big problem was when my cousin let her in and bought her a bag of food.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. I'm not saying I was the only one, but I was just saying, like, you sang earlier that night before she even came inside for the... Because she didn't go inside before that. So you can't blame it on garbage.
Either way, it's been a major pain in the butt. Something to do, but not something I would have signed up for.
I was talking about the viewers. You said you do it for the viewers, the singing.
Yeah, the kiddies. No, I mean the people on, what you call it, Twitch right now. But and then you said in the living room, and then, garbage happened to be looking at me, so it worked out. Trunklet type standard. We're getting good at this, but it is seriously going to take like 10 cars before I can start working on engines, which is kind of insane. Yeah. And I have the book. Like, I read it. Whatever. I'll just keep chopping cars forever. I mean, I can do that, right? It's America.
Do it.
And realistically, I can hotwire them so you can just...
But you have to find one in perfect shape, and none of them are in perfect shape. I'm making the ones I like be perfect. And also...
Yeah, I'm
something to
saying
do.
I can bring them to you.
It's completely unnecessary. I just dragged them over here. It takes 2 seconds. We need to hotwire when we find a car we really want. That's like far away somewhere. When it's a pain in the butt to tow. Plus, this is like already here. That's why I ultimately don't make the cat burglar characters when I'm doing a single playthrough, because their main perk is helpful early on, but Well, you get like I'm playing a single player campaign also like on the side sometimes, and I have like 5 cars already that I don't know what to do with without the perk. And like yeah, there is like one Corvette I'm looking at, but speaking of which, I have not seen any Corvettes in this playthrough. Have any of you guys? Because there is one in the normal vanilla. Unless it got replaced by one of these Chevelles or something like that.
I don't remember.
I haven't been paying attention to it.
That would be a real letdown. Because I never get a playthrough where I find one with the keys, or when I'm being a burglar or have a burglar with me, then I'm able to drive it. I think like
I have been kind of getting the urge for a road trip. We could keep our eyes peeled.
we need to find some more. Oh no, we don't need that at magazine, right? That was something we needed the crafting window for. So
Yeah.
what's something that we need? More salt?
Um,
Another freezer?
I don't know. We could just go raid another police station.
Ooh, I like that. Do you know which one we haven't hit? Have you been crossing them off on your big map-a-roni?
No, but I think I know which ones we get. Alright, we got the one in. Oh, can't even tell which one was which. Hang on. I need the.
You should get your
Internet
pen,
map.
mark them off, be all cool, Survivor guy style. I don't know if we have a pen anywhere though. Probably in the glove box of whatever the first car we owned was. The truck? The cop truck?
Yeah, probably.
Which, canonically, might as well be this character's truck. Corey's truck, because she's a cop. Well, that makes me like it even more now.
Alright, I do need to go find a pen. Also, there's a shotgun on the bookshelf. Just
That sounds like the start of a country song. What kind of oh, we had a space on the thing? Is that what you meant by that?
I just walked past the bookshelf and had a shotgun on it. That's all I was saying.
Oh, could be one of Misanthropics. You still alive over there? Oh, no, maybe not. I don't know if your thingy broke or not.
The only thing that I did was put down my backpack, so, well, I did, exercise earlier, so maybe. Would I take my shotgun off if I
Oh, was it on your back?
maybe?
Maybe? I'm not sure. I know Axel exercises. I haven't done that. Because it makes me sore.
I haven't done it in this playthrough.
Have you guys
I think it does.
found any?
Oh, sorry, go on.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think it does make you hold your stuff. I don't think it makes you drop it.
No, it does make you. What does it do?
Yeah, it moves it all to your box. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
know that I have personally take off my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take off anything else, but that's why my backpack is sitting in the middle of the floor.
Then it's just a random spare shotgun then.
Have you found any, I can't say the word.
Why not? Well,
Because it's a word that I can't say.
send it to me on Discord.
No,
Can't type it easy.
yeah, no. I'm gonna annotated maps.
Oh,
Annotated.
annotated map.
Yeah,
We
it
had
takes me
some.
like 5 times to say it.
I'm like that with asterisk, except I did it the first time that time. I just have to do it really
Yeah.
slow.
Um, yeah, that word, like there are a couple words like that. It sounds like someone's like trying to remix me when I say it.
Mm-mm.
It's like a wiki what? Um,
Wild
but
Wild
it
West.
just, yeah. Um, I am not skipping. I just am shorting out.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, some of them have like little things on them that say like, oh, there's a weapons cache here and stuff like that.
Yes, that is true. And if somebody wants to plot a course to one, we can certainly check it out.
There's also a gun shop I would like to stop at.
Oh yeah, one we haven't hit
Also,
already.
There's food on the table for you. Yeah.
I would also very much like a 4-door pickup. There are a few of those. We could take you along on that journey, and you could definitely steal one of those for us. Have you
Yeah.
done much driving? Are you good at not like hitting everything, unlike our good buddy Toika?
Hey,
Um,
your good buddy who?
Toika,
Maddie.
you don't hit
Oh.
everything. I mean, you
Oh,
hit
okay.
you. Yeah,
No,
you.
I thought you were just confused and calling me the wrong name.
No, I wasn't. I know who you are. And I know who does the most damage to vehicles by far, and it's not you, so don't worry.
Oh, I assumed it was me.
No, it isn't. Yeah, see? Look, you're too hard on yourself.
I've not done a lot of driving.
No,
I've done some driving. I got myself a Spiffo van. And I have it backed into my driveway, but I've not driven very far in it.
Gotcha, okay.
But I haven't hit anything in it yet, but I also haven't driven very far.
Our boy Axel's a perfectly fine driver. He just bumps things every now and again. Our buddy Toika is a tragically bad driver who went full speed into multiple huge objects like trees.
I'm
Good for
probably
leveling up that
somewhere
first aid skill.
between the two.
Like full speed, like he did not even try to brake until it was way too late.
I don't know the brake button, so I just hit S.
That's the brake button.
Oh, okay.
See?
Or the reverse button.
It's both.
If you're going in reverse, then forward is the brake button.
Oh, mind F.
That's part of the problem I have with driving in this game. I hate that. And the whole left isn't always
Oh
the
yeah,
best
no,
thing.
that's why I won't say that I don't hit things, because when I'm trying to turn and things are like oriented differently on my screen, it's like, and there's zombies around, I might hit things.
I mean, yeah, you're
There's
gonna
a
hit
lot of
stuff
zombies.
eventually. It's about not hitting things at full speed. Oh, look, I found a 4-door pickup. This is what we should use to do our trip with, if we can get in it, preferably without breaking window. Oh, we can break a window. Let's put a new window in there. I have a whole pile of windows. Alright, I'll remember how to get back there.
That's good, because pulling the trailer might get a little dicey.
It's true. We could take a smaller U-Haul trailer. I found some of those. Okay, this is not for chopping. This one...
How do duffel bags work? Like, if you put a duffel bag in the trunk, does it take up like all the trunk space, or?
I believe for the encumbrance reduction factor of it to work, it has to be on you, either equipped primary or secondary or on your back. So I think putting it in the trunk would not help. It helps you like organize stuff, but I don't think it helps with overall space. I could be wrong. They may have changed that. Maybe that was never the way it worked, but that's how I thought it was. What does that say there? Do they migrate? That's spooky sounding.
Yeah, seems like they were going here. We could go check it out.
What would they be going there for? Oh, that would be neat if there was like some kind of like story you could find.
So, quick question.
Go ahead.
Here, I'm gonna share my screen with you real quick so that you can tell me.
I won't. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not
Okay.
too. Well, actually, you can do it. I don't think that will mess the stream up, but I won't be able to look at it.
Oh well, then I'm not gonna.
But Axel can.
Oh, okay. What do these thingies mean?
The arrows there, it means that you've like read a book and you have like a skill multiplier, so you'll earn extra XP when
Hover over the empty skill box, and it'll tell you what that multiplier is, like 3 or 5 or whatever. Just kind of neat. Because I believe it slowly reduces. I could be wrong. It may just disappear one day, but when I was doing carpentry stuff, it stayed like high the whole time. But this mechanic stuff, it's already like down to 2.5, which seems low. You,
So I thought that just corresponded to like
maybe I didn't finish the
how
book.
much of the book you read, yeah.
Oh no, am I that big of a dingus that I've chopped like 2 cars without having read the full book?
No, because I finished. Oh, maybe.
Oh, I'm a dingus. You got any food up here?
On the table.
Oh yeah.
I might grab some. Is there anything for?
Got some rice. I took the pasta.
You could eat whatever.
I'm still at 93.
Yeah, eventually you'll be normal. Like one bowl of pasta will be fine, or rice or whatever.
What do you do with rotten food?
We have a compost by the farm. It's near that like erector set of wood, which is a barrier that you should not go to the other side of, or you could fall off the roof.
All right, I'm not gonna touch the rotten food on the table then.
Oh, there's rotten food on the table?
Must have missed something. Dang. We're usually pretty
There's-
good about avoiding that.
Rotten broccoli and rotten cabbage.
Oh. Well,
Like a lot of it?
1 broccoli and 2 cabbage.
sounds like an inventory mishap.
Yeah.
But
It's okay, I'll throw it in the compost.
the roof is perfectly safe. Just like I said, I built that wooden wall there just to, you know, remind people not to go past that point. It's a wall. You can walk into it. You won't go through it. It's just, you know.
You can jump over it.
Yeah, but don't. And you'll be fine.
You might die.
But you'll probably just break your leg and be like, you know, home ridden for a while.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I'm so mad at myself for not reading this whole book before realizing that.
Oh my gosh.
Very dumb move from a very dumb guy. Ah, see, on my screen, you're standing up and spinning around. See, how does it feel now? How does it feel now? How does it feel? How does it feel?
Prove
Huh?
it.
I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now you're the fraud.
That is weird. It's not as distracting as the moonwalking though.
That's probably fair. I'll give you that.
Standing up and spinning around?
On
No,
the
I'm
stream,
sitting down.
he's standing up and spinning around. In Discord, he's sitting down and spinning around. What do you see him doing? Standing up or sitting down?
Standing up.
Mmm.
You can look at my screen still and see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, look at that. That's 2 against 1 now. I believe you're Schrodinger's standing up now.
Okay. I need.
Done with the farming book, thank God.
I am almost
Super
done with
bored now.
mechanics too. Yeah, I mean, at least I bet the farming book is going to be a big book, but I believe all of it's probably pretty important. You know, there's a lot of nuance to proper farming.
That makes me feel like you would probably have to go back and reread sections of that book, which sounds really painful.
Yeah, there's probably like a lot of measurements and stuff. Like, for example, you need to have like a meter that tells you exactly how much moisture is in like a wheat kernel before you know it's like optimal for harvesting, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at his Schrodinger standing up. What's up, Letter 3? How you doing? Ooh, my boredom's going down while I read this book. That's fantastic.
Oh, I put in a tape, but it's from the pile that you've already read.
Interesting.
Or watched.
Well, my boredom's going down, so imagine that. Crap, forgot what I was gonna say. Well, it was probably stupid.
Not either, apparently.
It's from the floor pile.
You don't understand, China. Yesterday, you told me you left me for Harold. Jesus Larry. Screeching brakes. Crash! Bzz. Oh my god. Honey, I've lived this day 10,000 times. I know, Larry. We both have. Nothing ever changes. It's like a crazy Groundhog Day situation. No, China. Not in the same way. I've kept my job and stopped Harald the Killer. You're crazy, Larry. No, crazy is what I used to be like. But I'm trying to change. I started listening. Every day I asked you questions. Your favorite color is royal blue. Your favorite dessert is cream puffs. How did you? You called a dog Spot. Or you had a dog called Spot. You used to make peanut butter cake for your sisters. I did. I love the love we once had, China. It's still there. A little spark, let it grow again. Alright. How is this still going? I thought these were shorter.
That was so long.
That was. It was good stuff, though. Riveting. As soon as I'm done with this book, we should all make our characters sleep till morning. So it's not dark when I go chop this Yugo into bits. Also, if I was named Gina, I would definitely try to screw with people and introduce myself as Gina sometimes. I know that bit's been done in like 40-Year-Old Virgin, but it's still funny to me.
I mean, I giggled.
Now I want to see something.
Alright, everybody hit one of the haze, if they can. It would be nice.
sleep there, that's average.
You have to. You cannot sleep where my fireman clothes are. That is for my special imaginary boyfriend that you cannot, don't you dare touch that side of the bed.
I'm doing it.
I'm bubbling rage with anger.
I'm okay with that. I'll put them back.
There's a chance you will catch an axe to the ankle someday and you won't know where it came from. You won't know.
Oh, it's time to wake up, by the way.
I'm gonna leave your Pinto on cinder blocks. I'm really good at that stuff now. There we go. Multiplier 5 now. Okie dokie. Yep, I'm just a big
Do you
old
have
dum-dum.
like
What?
do you have like better stuff I can wear?
What do you want to wear?
Something that has like better protection.
You want military or cop stuff? There's a huge pile of corpses you could search through that there might be some of that on.
Yeah, cause like I have 0% bite protection for my head.
Oh, there's some helmets on the shelves, I'm pretty sure. Like some riot helmet or something like that. I'm pretty sure. Some rice with chocolate on top.
Sounds like breakfast the day I stayed over. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, rice with chocolate?
No. But it sounds like something you do.
No, it doesn't. God. I like my rice with a lot of hot, spicy stuff on it. Or, in the case of a Chinese dish, you know, the usual sugary BS sauces that go on top of there that are really bad for you. I love Chinese food, man.
Oh.
But I also love, like, a spicy Mexican stuff all over the rice, too. I'm into that as well.
Why are there so many
Or,
things?
like a really spicy curry action if you're at, like, an Indian place or something. That's fun, too. I have to find a go-to Indian spot near me so I can get me some really good naan, saffron rice, some Samoas, and some what was it? Samosas, not Samoas. That's the Girl Scout cookie.
I could go for some of those too, though.
Yeah, that'd be pretty tight.
On
Do they
top
have
of your
those at
rice.
Indian restaurants? 'Cause that'd be cool.
I mean, some that have kids in you know, elementary school might. I'm just like so hungry all the time because I don't eat a whole lot because everything I eat just sticks to me forever. So I have to apparently just eat like what it apparently takes, you know, what an 8-year-old girl is supposed to have for like a calorie intake is what I, you know, basically what I need to eat in order to maintain my normal weight.
Okay.
Yeah. But I like to cheat when I'm on the road and I see like a Five Guys. I'm like, oh, okay, let's just pull over. We won't tell anybody about it. But now we told people.
I haven't been to a Five Guys in a long time. I kind of want one though.
Dude, they're so good. They are like $19, even with a small fries. But you know how that small fry situation works. You get that huge Indian Thin Mints. Oh, right, yeah, because we were talking about Samoas at an Indian place.
What?
We were talking about Samoas at an Indian place, so the letter 3 was like, I prefer Indian Thin Mints. It was good, but I needed to read it in order for it to work properly. So I've let him down. We need to do a thing where, like, oh, look at that. Letter 3 doesn't even have a Prime Gaming subscription to our channel. I mean, he is our number one most loyal fan by far. But he doesn't have any special icons to show for it. See, look, Meltdown's over here. He's tuned in for, like, you know, a couple hours over the past few weeks, but letter 3, he's really been putting in the time. And I don't even have the ability to give him, like, a special thing, or I would. I would just give him, like, a special color or something, but it doesn't really give me any ability to do that. You gotta give! The Meltdowns? He gives. Any of you guys been watching I Think You Should Leave? New season coming out end of the month.
Nope.
I have to link Twitch to Amazon, and I become 80 years old whenever I think about doing that. If I didn't know for a fact that you were like a person who, at least at some point, set up an entire cloud on themselves, basically, you know, at least the individual nodes of which, I would have a little bit more sympathy for you. If I didn't know you probably had the highest IQ out of all of us. Oh yeah, also I have to pick a new song.
There's food for you guys on the table.
Thank you.
Is this still royalty free? Okay, good. I don't want to get copyright strikes because Twitch is actually super savage about it. YouTube, you may get struck when you don't deserve it, but they just demonetize that video. And then, like, after, like, our long, random, like, unspecified amount of time, then they'll ban your whole channel if you keep doing it over and over and over again. But Twitch has, like, a 3 strikes you're out policy. Like a California felony situation. So I get paranoid. And what is my defense going to be? Well, the YouTube video said 100% royalty free music for Twitch.
Yeah, I can see that maybe not going over great.
Right? But whatever. If we get one, we'll stop doing it. It's fine. We'll have 2 strikes left, and then I won't mess around with music anymore. But I think it does add a nice filler for when it's quiet, because my perception of people watching streams is that you're passing a long period of time, and that's why you want something going for many hours, right? So when we're not talking, and we can't talk the entire time, there should be like a little, you know, little jazzy action going on in the background, right?
Jazzy action.
Mm-hmm. It's actually my middle name. I never told you.
Are you saying that my action is not jazzy enough?
Your action is extremely jazzy. It's just, you know, it's not as abundant. So we savor it when it comes, and we're thankful for it. But when you're not talking, now we have an extra little bit of jazzy action.
Oh my.
Was that a no my thing? Did I say a bad thing?
No, the TV did.
Oh. What did it say?
As you were talking and like telling Mr. Axelrod over here about how he's so jazzy, the TV says, "Sorry, ladies, the shirt's still on, but wore these pants nice and tight for you." It's just like,
Wow.
yeah.
That's funny.
I was like, oh, okay.
Whoa. What?
What?
There's a zombie out here. In our.
Okay. I mean, we are in a zombie apocalypse.
Well, yeah, I know, but in our parking lot?
Get comfy with my shirt off.
In front of my salad?
Wait, you took the salad?
No. It's a. Never mind.
You take stew, I take salad.
No. Ooh, that was not me.
Why?
Not
No.
me. Not me.
No,
Not me.
bad.
It wasn't.
Bad.
I swear on everything, it was not me. That's a random event, and hopefully it doesn't make randos come.
Ian, this is why we can't have nice things.
I didn't do anything, so I don't know why we can't have nice things.
You know.
I don't.
You do.
No.
Yeah.
No. I did nothing wrong.
Prove it.
Okay, look at the stream. Go back a minute. You will see me clearly, the gun not even out, when that thing
He does
blasted.
have proof.
Yeah, very easy proof. I was dragging a Yugo around. I'm gonna quickly survey the area to see. Yeah, I think we're fine. I don't see any migrations. I think we took care of enough nerds that they're not really around to. Oh no, I think this car has the keys, so we won't do that one. We'll do this one. Now I think if we can figure out metalworking by ripping the cars apart that I'm putting in this big pile, so that's fun. You know, if we want to figure that out at some point later. At the very least, go ahead.
This door might actually be haunted.
Right? Did it close behind you or open behind you later?
Multiple times.
You know, maybe it's port 1612, whatever.
Did one of you just walk in?
Oh, no, but I was towing a car that decided to rubber band and snap into the back of the truck and flip on its friggin' side.
Oh no.
Which I wasn't even 100% sure could still happen, but oh, it happened. Wow, this truck is in rough shape. I should hook it up.
Oh,
later.
interesting. So, even though I could hear it,
No, the trunk's fine.
no. Even though I could still hear the thing, and like, I did have a couple instances of my boredom going down. It was like, it only told me at the end when I got closer to it, because I went over to the table to grab the salad, and I ate the salad while I was watching it. So it didn't tell me my boredom was going down as I was watching it in like the middle part of the video. So just for like, you know, excuse my language, but shits and giggles, I played the video again, and in the middle part it gave me credit for boredom and carpentry.
Boredom and carpentry?
Well, because it was a carpentry tape.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Those are good. They give you
Yeah,
like a point.
but like if you're not like paying full attention to the video the entire time, like if you do something else for even a second, or if you're not close enough,
You have to be close
even
enough,
if you
yeah.
hear it. Yeah, but even if you hear it.
I know, that is a problem. There is a radius, and we're not sure how big it is. I tried to test that earlier. I thought if the volume was all the way up, you'd be able to hear it throughout the whole area. But yeah, you're right. If you're a little bit too far away, you don't get the benefit of it. You can be doing whatever, but you got to be within that radius, and we're still not sure where the line is. Well, for us, we're always effing around while we're watching videos, and we're getting the benefits from them.
I was eating while I was watching the video, and I didn't get the benefit.
Well, you're not getting it constantly. You get it like in chunks.
Yeah, but when I rewatched it, I got the benefit.
Well, I'm still not sure what the rewatching mechanics are. and I'm sure if somebody watches this later on the YouTube VOD, you can let us know in the comments. But either way, as long as you get it, right?
Yeah, just want to make sure that you guys know. Either way, I am no longer bored.
Is this, I think no, this thing has the keys now. Okay. Well, then, here, take some gas. Is the key in it, or do I have the key for it? I wonder what the deal with this truck is. Oh, it's hot wired. Okay.
Oh. I did a lot of that.
Oh, you're just going around hot wiring stuff?
Yeah.
Are you breaking all the windows to do it?
No, only the ones that are either already broken.
Gotcha. Well, I only ask because I have a ton of windows here, most of which I think are standard stuff. So heavy-duty trucks and things, we will have to look around to replace, which I still can. But if you break any standard window stuff or any standard vehicle stuff at all, really, I got a crap load of parts for it.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to break anything because I didn't know.
Oh, you
What the
two
deal
should
was with
forage.
What constitutes foraging?
Axel knows more about it than I do. I've really only like tried to do it once.
There's no way to know. You should
It's a
do it,
weird
but I can't
mechanic
tell
where
you what
like,
it is.
You walk around in the woods and you find stuff.
Oh hell no! I am not
Berries,
walking around in the
mushrooms.
woods.
But you get mushrooms.
You also get attacked by zombies, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Are
but
you guys out here somewhere?
I'm out in the front chopping cars and stealing gas and, you know, the usual stuff.
In the front.
I'm in the front of the bottom of the base.
I don't know what you consider to be the front.
Where was that gas coming from before? The entrance to our base, the one we always go to, the big wooden one that I made.
Where all the cars are? Oh, there you are. I see you.
Yeah, exactly. Where all the cars are. Oh my gosh, so the kitten that I've been thinking about keeping the most, my beautiful, super soft baby boy Squealy Dan, is definitely getting, like, knows me. Like, he likes me. Like, he comes to me. He crawled on my lap today. Like, I love this little dude so much. I would take a bullet for this little guy. He is the sweetest little thing in the world. And he rolls on his back, and I play with his tummy, and he scratches me because he doesn't know any better yet, but he's, you know, playing. He's figured it out. He's smart. He's brave. He travels farther than all the other ones do, and he's friggin' enormous. He's gonna be like a big-ass kitty, and I love that. And as time goes on, there's a chance I might keep Walnut, because she's super smart and she's always watching and she loves to follow her brother around, and she'll basically go with him all the time. Like, they've got a special thing, and like, I don't think they should be separated. And then as for Diablo and Big Head, they can go to my buddy Nick. They're alright, but I don't have that same connection with them. I could let them go. And I think they'd be very happy with my buddy Nick. He's a good cat guy. But Walnut originally was going to be up for adoption, but I'm having trouble now with that. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, I can't hear the game. Option.
You're alright.
No, because...
Oh, I already had soup on me. Imagine that. Came all the way back here. Or did I finish the soup that I had on me from before? There's no way to know. Whoa! Okay, nope, that's you. Or somebody.
Oh, you went in the woods without me?
I didn't.
I did. I didn't know I was supposed to wait.
You're not that deep, though. Wow, this Yugo is actually in pretty solid shape. Too
Alright, hang on.
bad.
I know what I need to do. Because I'm getting freaked out. I need to stop your stream.
Oh, okay. Or at least
On-
mute it.
On Discord.
Oh, okay.
Because I keep on thinking there's a zombie behind me and I can't figure out where it is. It hasn't been behind me, it's been behind. Axelrod.
Breaking all the cars apart. That's you walking around down there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Got a little nervous there for a second.
You guys are good on cigarettes, right?
Yep. I mean, it's good to, if
Cabinet.
you want to grab more for the house, that's always good. But me personally, I'm fine.
Well, I mean, you're gonna get to this car eventually. I just was trying to figure out if... I wonder if, like...
Robot's dream. Me too. What do you think cats dream about? I know they dream. They do all kinds of weird shit when they're sleeping.
Actually, I read something about this the other day. Cats actually dream about you.
Makes sense. But the kittens, they were dreaming before they could open their eyes.
Wait, even the cats that have never met the
Ooh, this has a
communist
full
dream
tank of
about the
gas.
communist?
Yeah,
The Chevy
you're right.
Chevelle over here has a full tank of gas.
That's good.
And it's got, like, it's in really good condition.
Nice. But yes, to answer your question, Axelrod, yes. That's exactly how it works. Every cat dreams about me specifically.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
no.
We're gonna break the window.
It's a bird. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. I'm sure I got windows. In the old pile. I've stopped with the good pile, bad pile now. It's all just the pile now. It should be somebody else's job to figure out what's good. else is left here? Oh, I finally had a failure. It's been a while. Yeah, we're getting much quicker at this. Although now at this point, you've pulled like 9 cars to pieces, and you mean to tell me you can't, you're too afraid to touch an engine?
Alright, I put it next to the blue one. It needs the passenger window replaced though.
Okie dokie. Put it on the list, ma'am. It's gonna be, you know, real expensive though. These parts, you know, they don't make them anymore. Everybody who made them's dead now.
Mm-hmm.
If you showed up here with your husband, maybe we could work something out, but...
Yeah, I'll play.
Hold on, the phone's ringing. Hello, every mechanic shop ever. I do actually have one decent one that used to be pretty close to me, but now I live somewhere else now and it's not that close. But,
Holy crud!
what happened?
I hit the jackpot.
What'd you find?
Aluminum, duct tape, electrical wire, electricians volume 1 and 4, gorilla radio volume 2, scrap electronics, 2 screwdrivers, 2 tarp, twine, toilet paper.
I think we have most of that, book-wise at least. But yeah, bring it
Yeah,
back.
but
We'll double
scrap
check.
electronics?
Could be good, yeah, once one of us figures out how to do that. I've ripped apart like 1,000,000 electrical things, and I'm only at 35 out of 75 for electrical. It's another one of those really difficult ones to do. But, you know, eventually we'll get there. Ooh, I can uninstall the radio. And I couldn't survive without my radio. Ooh, they had a nice radio. They had a premium technologies radio in there. Do you ever uninstall a CD player from a car and then you're like, oh man, did I take out the CD? Well, alright, well I guess maybe that CD just has the fanciest CD case ever now for forever. Oh. Did it just crap out? No.
I was looking at you driving.
And you hit something?
Yeah. I mean, that's okay. I wasn't really interested in the car. It's just a way to get things over here to you.
That is pretty funny though.
Because I see that you have another one on the chop block over here. But this has a lot of gas in it.
Well, I've been filling up all the cars that are good, that have, I don't see anything behind your car.
Alright guys, I gotta call it for tonight. I'm beat.
Alrighty, fair enough. And, yeah, this is probably as good a place as any to pin the stream for now. It's just a couple seconds before midnight. Oh, nope, it's midnight now. Thank you all for tuning in. And I hope you guys tune in for the next one. And do check out our YouTube. It's Crap Artists. You'll figure it out. Look for the Escape the Flood videos. They're popping. And yeah, take care of yourselves. We love you. Bye.